Hello, everybody. We're going to be playing Morrowind in a few minutes. Yes, indeed, Morrowind. Let me hit some buttons here. And we should be more or less good to go. Hello, Alan. Good to see you. I'm gonna turn down the game's music as much as that, as nice as that is. Escort to Raven Rock. I'm gonna go look at the save file again after it's done loading. Yes. So. I only have half a cup of coffee today.
Nerevarine, an honor. How
serve the Emperor and the Emperor's law.
Damn.
Care to talk?
People never shut up. Okay. So, if we look over here, we've been playing this for 216 hours, which is a normal amount of time. No problem there. Give me a second. What was I saying? Yeah. So, 216 hours. And, yeah, you have 54 hours in Tainted Grail. Tainted Grail is a lot of fun. I've seen people play it. I purchased it myself. I'm not ready to play it yet, but it was worth supporting the smaller studio that made it. Okay. Anyway, let's see here. I want indie Skyrims to be successful. I really, really want indie Skyrims and indie Oblivions to be successful. That's the main reason they're worth supporting. And people say, well, it's not really indie if it's backed by Microsoft. It's like, it started indie. And the point is that I need Bethesda to have competition. I really need Bethesda to have competition. You're playing Lies of P DLC? That's where he gets a gunblade, right? Twink Pinocchio character? Pretty sure. Anyway. Let's see. The Emperor and the Emperor's Law.
So, you're the escort? Well, fine. Let me know when you're ready to go.
I'm ready to go now.
Gammon, Sabinus, and I need to get to the site so we can start work. Can we leave, or do you need more time?
Interesting.
All right, then. We all voted, and decided that you get to take the lead. None of us are particularly fond of the woods. I'm not saying we're cowards, mind you, and we felt that you'd be better off leading the way. I can at least mark the spot on your map, so you know which way to head. Lead on.
So, the animated NPCs aren't animating during conversations. The conversations are pausing, which means there's a script problem here. I'm gonna go look at scripts. And it should be... what is it? Something NPCs. NPC. Dynamic actors. There it is. So, yeah, dynamic actors doesn't seem to be working in the newest version of, what do you call it? OpenMW. I updated all the software on Linux right now, including the PPA for OpenMW, so this is unfortunate, but, you know. I guess we just get to play retro Morrowind in that regard. I've gone ahead and I've reset all the settings for this, and I'm going to try it again. Hold on.
Is there a problem? I thought you were ready to go.
No, I'm afraid we get to enjoy classic view for a while. How sad. Going full mage in Tainted Grail is a lot of fun. You gotta make sure you never get hit ever. Yeah. The newest version, well, the PPA is running like dev builds, so there's always a risk of this happening. You know, obviously, pick your version and stick with it is the real lesson out of this. Oh.
If you dare.
They're going for flanking. Yep. Stupid. Rakeling. They're still alive. That was scary. That was very scary. Okay. Well, I don't really want to go that way. I want to go over here instead. I'm going to go check out this lower area. Maybe a long ways away. Around. I don't know. But I'm curious. If nothing else, there's some milk thistle to pick. But yeah. I'm wondering what happened in the latest version, specifically what change happened internally with the OpenMW Lua to make that particular mod not work. I mean, I could revert to a slightly older version, but I'm kind of too lazy to do that, so here we are hunting elks. And squirrels. There we go. Let's go. Let's see. Or the Bretons inspired by. Oof. I'm just thinking about how Bretons are real-life French people. Kind of funny. But there's a mixed influences when it comes to High Rock. It's kind of interesting. They aren't analogous one-to-one to peoples in the real world. Yep. I'm gonna ignore that deer and cross the bridge. There's the bridge. Everyone's still alive. Well, you specifically need to be healed. I'm gonna use Good Touch Random on him. Yeah, Good Touch Random. You have to give the French a pass after Expedition 33? I see. My goodness. And...
Walk away now and I'll pretend I didn't see ya.
Walk away now and I'll pretend I didn't see ya, she says as I shoot her with an arrow and kill her instantly. I need to fix this man. He is broken. He seems to not want to exit the bridge. And I mean, if I click on him, and there's no move to player command here. I forgot how to transport him. He definitely, yeah, fuck it. We'll go back this way then. Nah, he can't even come back this way. What a shame. I'm gonna have to restart the escort, and this time, we're not going to cross that bridge because he just seems to be getting stuck. Admittedly, I could turn off the nav meshing, but that would require restarting the game as well. Which just means save the game more frequently, you idiot, is the real answer. In the vanilla Morrowind, in the vanilla game, NPCs did not like circumnavigate around things. They just walk straight at you. And if that meant getting stuck, it meant getting stuck. Right? In, what do you call it? They said Expedition 33 is a Souls-like? No. No, it's like like a JRPG. Made by France. It's got, like, turn-based combat and shit. It's not a Souls-like. It just looks like it. Let's see. Yeah. Final Fantasy, exactly. Alright. Oh, you meant the setting? Okay, fair enough. Well, Final Fantasy.
So, you're the escort? Well, Gammon, Sabinus, and I need to... All right, then. We all...
Yeah, I know we failed the last time, but we'll do better this time, because I have the power of quick save on my side. Let me see here. Escort to Raven Rock 2. Good. We're escorting these people to Raven Rock, and we're going to do it right this time. Let me see what else we got going on here. Okay. We got Reeklings to kill. There's no need for violence.
What are you waiting for? Come and get me.
Like a coward.
There's no need for violence. Except for the fact that there is great need for violence. Alright. Okay, so... Yeah, I was extremely delayed in getting my my live stream together. I originally was going to play ESO and do a bunch of other stuff, and oh boy, did I get sidetracked. So I'm desperately trying to catch up now with Morrowind, because I need to finish Morrowind before... Okay, we can't cross that bridge. We need to walk this way. Yeah. Violence is never the answer. It is a question, and the answer is yes. I see. That is pretty funny. Okay. I like how my temporary health just goes off the screen from that one potion I got. Really funny. Yep. There's a lot of dead things over here. Plague wolves, bone scimitar. Okay, I've been here. There's no question about it. I've been here before, so hopefully we can navigate around. No big deal. Oh, we got a 3-life Spriggan. Here we go. Yeah, I said it was a 3-life Spriggan. Be surprised how very loud people... Oh, it's a Nord. These are what you can... Oh, is that a spider? That guy did not like spiders, apparently. Dead. The spider is dead. Everything's a dragon break. Yeah, well, it's really cool to tell people that monkeys danced on a tower and caused a 1,000-year dragon break, because, like, I remember I pissed somebody off in the, we're just gonna go around him. We're going to, like, I pissed somebody off in the, I forget which Discord it was. I think it was one of the major Elder Scrolls mods. As I explained to them, yep. As I explained to them, the real problem with lore is that all of it is real, and almost none of it is. And that, like, meting out what is and isn't to you and the project you're working on, is vital. Yep. We're gonna figure out where we're going now. Right along the side here. Solstheim. The dragon break re-examined. Yay. Let's go. Wait, where'd the other guy go? Did we miss one? I'm going to assume that everyone's okay. Kind of like, the 4Kids version of Dragon Ball Z. Where, they said, where the helicopter got blown up by Nappa. And off screen they go, I can see their parachutes. They're okay. Oh, it's a Horker. A hostile Horker. What a shame. Okay. Let's go. Where were you when the dragon broke? Mm-hmm. Okay. Hey,
Well, you've
Falco.
made it here in one piece. Thanks for the escort. Perhaps we'll run into each other again.
How's it going, Falco?
So Carnius talked you into joining this little venture, did he? Very well. I'll be managing the site from here, and answering only to Carnius. Since you're here, I have an assignment for you.
Very well.
Carnius sent you to me for more instructions, yes? Well, you can finish the task I was working on before you got here. Now that some of the workers have arrived, I need to stay here and supervise. Here, take this ebony ore, and find 4 more pieces like it. Carnius needs some proof for our investors that this venture is worth it, and the ore should do nicely.
I'm sorry, but I'm here on official business, and I don't have time to chat.
I see. So he wants us to finish up by gathering ore. He wants us to find rocks. Yes, Raven Rock has Falco as its benefactor. True. Orker mate. We need to find more ebony. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. We got 4 raw ebony, just like find 4 more just like it, he said. And I did that. I got what we needed. Mm-hmm. Well, the cool thing about all of that is none of it actually matters. You know, the Middle Dawn and stuff. It's just really cool to examine. And mods like Vigilant can make really cool stuff out of it, which I think is awesome. Fight the Horcus. Give me the meat. There will always be more Horkers. I don't want to accidentally run into one. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes, Carnius called me Pumpkin and said that I need to be careful. I don't want to have any of my succulent flesh harmed. That nice man. Yeah, he Dumpling, bunch of other names. True. True. Carnius has a lot of things to say. Hello, hello. What's going on? Not too much. I'm trying to finish up a chunk of Bloodmoon today because I don't know how much of Morrowind I'm going to be able to weave in between. What do you call it? I don't know how much Morrowind I'm going to be able to weave in between Path of Exile when it starts on Friday. So I'm hurrying up. Also, it turns out that tomorrow I'm going to be, at least in the afternoon, evening, out with the wife, basically, for the rest of the night. So streaming will be sparse until Friday. So, you know, it's one of those cases of I'm just trying to get a little bit of Bloodmoon out of the way now, rather than being not for you said blatant racism and sexual harassment is built right in to Morrowind. Yes, it is. Depends on which route you go, but yeah, the racism definitely. But I think there's like a point to the Dunmer culture being kind of terrible. It mirrors real life in an interesting way. I don't think that all fantasy should be that way in theory, but Morrowind benefits from it in the way it does because it puts the onus on you, the player, to decide how you want to interact with it. Like, you can free all the slaves, or you can let the slaves rot, and it's your decision to make. You know, you can help build up Raven Rock, and then, you know, get rid of Carnius so that the settlement can be free to flourish on its own, or you can side with you can side with Carnius and get rid of Falco in order to exploit the peoples, make them harder workers, you know? And while in the long term, having access to better facilities in Raven Rock is, you know, beneficial to you. Like, maybe you just want your like, stock certificates in the East Empire Company and a big fat bonus right now. And fuck the long term, you know? That's, a way to look at it. And it's a valid way to look at it depending on your character, you know? Like, the game will let you be good or horrible. And, it's up to you to decide how you feel about that. Hole. Okay, let's head into the Imperial Cult Chapel. Up, up, and away. Hey there.
Honor to you, Nerevarine.
That's me. You know the story, the history of the Nerevarine, right? Here we go. Let me grab the specific part. Because you were saying ESO's canon, right? So let's pull up the scene from ESO that tells us about this.
The Nerevarine is a promise and a prophecy. We believe that, through the power of Azura, Nerevar will return to unite all Dunmer, House and Ashlander alike, and make Morrowind great again. The returned Nerevar will be known as the Nerevarine.
Thanks, ESO. Very cool. Okay, let's get going. So, let's see, TCL. Yep. I just clicked through him, so I didn't have to wait for him to path back down. Hey, folk, Carnice. Current assignment.
Ah, so you have the ore I asked Falco for. He couldn't even accomplish that by himself, could he? No matter. The investors are waiting for this, so hand it over. Here's payment for the job. I don't have any other work for you right now. Come back and see me in about 3 days. By then, construction should be well underway, and there will likely be more for you to do. Oh, and take this stock certificate.
Oh, stock certificate?
It's a way to offset the cost of establishing and developing the colony. Each employee is issued a certificate that has a value based on how well the colony is performing. If you decide you'd like to exchange it for money, it can be arranged. See me if you're interested in doing so.
Yep, I'm gonna hold on to my stonks until we finish up the quest line. Have I earned a promotion?
Very well. You're now clerk of the East Empire Company.
I'm a clerk now. There we go. All right.
Without me, it all falls to pieces.
It does. It does fall to pieces without you. All right, let's go. We have to head over to Thirsk for our next job. Combat clerk.
The Nine and the Empire, citizen.
The Nine in the Empire, yes. Okay. Let's get out of here. Our next task is in Thirsk in the wilds. There's more roaming about than just wolves and bears.
Be careful out here in the wild, friend. There's more roaming about than just wolves and bears.
Okay.
So you travel the wilds of Solstheim just as I do? Here's a word of advice from one wanderer to another. Keep your eyes open and your wits about you. There's more than bears and wolves roaming about this island. If you find yourself face to face with the berserkers or Fry's hags, sheathe your blade and get to running. If you need shelter, my kinsfolk at Thirsk will gladly take you in.
Well, I am heading to Thirsk right now. Give me a second. We're going to be heading over there. First, tell me about those berserkers.
They are called bear sarks in the Nord tongue, because of their insistence on going bare-chested even in the most severe blizzard.
That's right.
They're crazy as they come, friend, and care only for savagery and murder. It is said they are so attracted to death, they make their homes in some of Solstheim's burial barrows. I've also heard rumor of some kind of berserker mother, but no one has ever seen her and lived to tell about it.
Right, right. Okay. Bear socks. Do I have any of... No, I'm afraid, I'm afraid the stockings I was wearing the other day when I was wearing the skirt, they are being washed right now. So, no long socks today, sorry. Ah, crap.
I'm not looking for a fight. Just keep your distance.
Okay, I'm keeping my... Oh, no! You lie! She's a level 120 champion. He's casting buffs. And she goes, roar! Oh, wow. You got notification that the gifts shipped? Yeah, they did. They aren't here yet, Momo, but they did, in fact, ship. I'm really waiting for... I mean, I suspect that the red maid outfit you gifted me will be here by just in time for me to start the new Path of Exile League, and that'll be cool because I can like cycle through the different maid outfits. Like each day, I stream the what do you call it? The new Path of Exile League, starting with the red one. I got black, pink, blue, and then with the one you gave me, Momo, I'll have red. So I'll have 4 maid outfits I can cycle through. Let's see here. I got the Astolfo wig right here, but I'm not taking it out of the hair netting until...
Like me, for instance.
Glorious. But yeah. Yeah, is this the horny fist? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Need like 3 more, so I have 1 for each day of the week. I doubt very much I will wear maid outfits every day. But, let's see here. Yeah, this is the horny fist bracer. There it is. You need to get to sewing your bunny girl outfit. I still have a bunny dress that I've tried on once, and I'm convinced I need to work out more before I can really be confident in wearing it. Yeah. There you go. So yeah. It fortifies hand to hand. That's what it does. Okay, let's see. Looking at all the options. These bone you know what? I'm on the verge of being over encumbered. Let's drop some stuff in town. Town's already laggy. Let's make it more laggy. Actually, let's drop stuff in the Imperial Cult Shrine. We'll use Carnius. The area like below Carnius's office is our staging ground here in Solstheim for now. We don't have a Factor's estate, so let's see. Let's see. This is the curtain wall. Yeah, let's use the curtain wall. This area doesn't seem to have anyone here right now. And we can use this to kind of handle, like, junk and things that I want to sell later. But I don't want to get rid of for now. Let's see. Oh, shit, this is the Royal Guard outfit from, Okay, let's place a mark here. Oh, hi, Mark. Is this Mark? Yeah, this is Mark. Okay, cool. Let's mark the curtain wall. And we'll replace Dagoth or the outer facility since we're not going back to Red Mountain anytime soon. Besides, it'll be fun to, like, siege the clear Red Mountain. And now we'll recall back to our base. And drop the Royal Guard outfit off there. So it's in my Rethen Manor. That's where that's my stronghold. Yes. Okay, first things first. Let's drop some alchemy ingredients real quick. This is a good way to not only lose some carry capacity, or, usurped carry weight, but also have everything ready for when I do want to do alchemy later. Do you need to cure yourself because you want to do the hearsing side? If you want to do the hearsing side, you can't cure yourself. You just have to keep doing hearsing's bidding every night. Hearsing will give you quests when you go to sleep. You do his quest, you go to sleep. You do his quest, you go to sleep. And hearsing will give you jobs. You can't speak with the shaman. No, there's something else you need to do. I've forgotten. Like I've done the hearsing side like once. A long time ago. So I do not remember. Okay, let's see. Lemon milk. Yeah, we got all the alchemy ingredients stowed away. That's good. What's that crystal? Crazy. Let's go down here. And we're going to drop the Royal Guard's outfit like in the corner here. Just because it's a cool looking outfit and maybe I'll wear it someday. Probably not. But I'd like to clear out some inventory space for going into the wilds of Solstheim. There we go. Cool. Alright. Let's see. I was getting excited to play modded Bethesda games. I like open world games in general, like Minecraft and such, but the way I like to phrase it is I also like first-person shooters, right? And I also like dungeon crawlers. So what happens is modded Bethesda games are like all of the above at once. They're an open world game in the format of a first-person shooter. And because they're modded, there's always new content to check out. Always surprises or some new way to approach it. And that's why it's just kind of the perfect confluence of stuff. Modded Minecraft is very much that way for me too. But, am I going to play Claire Obscura Expedition 33? Not right now. I have way too many games on my plate. If I had to break off of my current rotation, because I remember I'm going to spend like a week or two just doing Path of Exile and maybe occasional Morrowind. Like, the Path of Exile new league is something I'm, like, really working toward. Or I'm really going to be playing the hell out of. But I picked up Me-Side and Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon. And also Dark Souls Remastered. So, I played the original Dark Souls, but I haven't played the remastered version. And I would be interested in playing a fun little sorcerer build in that. So, what I'm trying to say is that I have way too many games. I got Star Wars Bounty Hunter recently. I got 1000 Cross Resist. I got Treepang 2. I got Borderlands 3, although I want to go back and play the earlier Borderlands games. What I'm trying to say is new games, unlikely. I already have games. Like, you want these new games from Nintendo? Maybe later. Maybe in a few years. I already have video games. It's kind of difficult right now. Borderlands 2 was just free on Steam. I went and I bought the Pandora box because it was like a $200 value for $20. And so, I got like all the DLCs for all the Borderlands. Yeah. Anyway, let me switch this up really quick. Hold on a second. All right. Gonna do this just a moment. Borderlands 1 and 2 are definitely some of your favorites. Yeah, I really like Borderlands. Borderlands 1, and I love Brick. And Borderlands 2, I love, I forgot his name, but he's the Gunzerker. I love those classes. They're so much fun. And I haven't played the pre-sequel or 3. So, you know, the Necromancer wasn't out. Let's see. Isn't Borderlands 2 being free spyware? all of Gearbox's stuff is some form of spyware. At the end of the day, Google is spyware. So you just have to ask yourself, how much spyware are you willing to buy into? Do you want it to be permanent? Do you, or, how are you going to deal with it? That's really the sad reality of the world. Anyway, let me do this. Windows is spyware? Yes. Well, Windows is a special breed of spyware. It's difficult. Hold on. I'm here. I just want to turn on the chroma key real quick. And then, there we go. Let me do this. Jeez. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah, I was going to click back into the game. And, that should do it. If I, move this around. Hee hee ho ho. Right. Okay, so... One more thing. I realized, like, I need to, like, get a macro to change my setup around every time I want to do this. Because it's, taking your advice worked. You, maybe you'll get a thing for her sing or something? Okay. Cool. Almost back. Alright, apparently there's going to be a heavy storm tonight, so that's fun. The wife is messaging me on Discord about it. Oh no. That means I'm gonna have to, like, close up all the windows on an emergency basis. Anyway, let's see. The Borderlands 2 spyware thing is a bit of an overreaction. People who read who just now bothered to read the EULA. Yeah, but, I mean, again, like, I don't doubt that there's spyware in Gearbox shit, because they've done it before. Anyway, let me see here. So, what I want to do now is I want to recall back to, where is it? Not Rethan Manor, but, oh, you know what? Let's go to the Vivek Haifeng. Do that. And from here, let's get all the blessings. I hadn't thought about that.
We extend you our warm regards.
Yes, warm regards. Interesting how strange that is. Okay. Do it. Yeah. Vivek Fury, Maris' warding. The Spirit of Nerevar. I wonder why, like, why I'm looking down automatically. Kind of strange. We're just getting all the blessings. All done. Now we'll head back to the, we'll head to the Mournhold Temple.
Time to talk. And healing
I have a few minutes.
specialty.
Praying to yourself, my lord? That's not a good sign, or maybe it is. Prince of Madness and all that. Is there an OMCV propaganda explanation as to why the Chimer turned into Dunmer? It's a curse from Azura. Oh no, it's a blessing. It's a blessing from the tribunal. Sorry, it's the propaganda said it was a blessing that when they ascended as gods, their entire race was blessed with the features that befit their land. They basically Azura's curse was like just it's a blessing to all of you. It's three gods, the spirits, and thy lords, right? So the spirit of Azura blessed the Chimer to become Dunmer. And that's it, yeah. The blessing. The power of propaganda. Okay. Let's head over. Where's the wall? Let's see. Where were are we? Sanctus Shrine, Rethan Man, Fort Frostmoth, and the Curtain Wall. Okay, cool. We're here now, and we've got all the blessings. You can't do anything for me, Ack. Get out.
Yes? What can this humble priest do for you?
I just went and I got all the blessings, and I cleared up my inventory, so this is good. This is good stuff. Alright, let's see here. Azura's Star.
Hard life, but it's fair.
Hard life, but fair. Okay, we're gonna head up and we're gonna go try to find Thirsk. We don't know where it is. We're gonna be fighting bears. Wolves and bears. You don't remember Borderlands 2 having bad stutter? Depended on your setup, but usually no. Usually you wouldn't get bad stutter, no. Let me see. You stole the Heart of Lorcan. You can actually steal the Heart of Lorcan by charming it. You can use Charm Creature on the heart, and then you can get a guild guide to transport you. And, like, if you charm a guild guide, take it into where the Heart of Lorcan is. You can charm the Heart of Lorcan, and then use the guild guide services to transport yourself to Balmora, and the heart will show up there. The heart automatically teleports. It doesn't follow you. It just kind of teleports with you. Is Talos a Shezarene? That is to say, a shard or incarnation of Lorcan. This is a possibility, but also possibly not. It is up to speculation. And there'll be many, many YouTubers who speculate until the world ends. Okay. Can't move, but it can teleport. Yes. The guild guides. That's right. Teleportation is the only civilized way to travel. Yep. Sorry, pups. Allow no new generation of woofs to survive. I wish for all the rabbits and squirrels to overpopulate. By killing all of the predators, it will cause an explosion of herbivores that will go and destroy the island's ecosystem. They will eat all the food. I don't remember where Thirsk is, actually. I'm quite lost. This is a problem. Let me see. I love how in vanilla Solstheim there's only predators. True. Let me hit a thing. It's because humans are the herbivores, obviously. Yeah, they eat skull or the seal things. Correct. Looking for a very specific thingamabobber. Okay, so now that we're done making Morrowind great again. Okay, so I'm going to UESP the whoops. I'm going to. Okay. Apparently not. Apparently the keybind I use doesn't work here. So, alright. As I was saying, UESP. So we're looking for, because I don't remember. How do we spell that again? Jeez. Show me Bloodmoon. Could you show me Bloodmoon? Oh. That explains it. Misspelling things? That is my specialty. So basically we're just looking at this map here where Thirsk is. So Thirsk would be located up in the top right corner. So we gotta cross this river and then head on up. Yeah. Here, hold on. It's, let me see. pulling up the meme to go with it. You said beautiful wallpaper, yeah. There was a specific meme that really fit it. And, I'm looking a little, but, you know, the world is being irritating. Second here. Mom came back from the hospital today. 90% better. That's great to hear. That is great to hear. Let me see. Ah, yeah. Okay. Thanks. Waiting. It was template, various examples. I got it. So, I'm gonna save a picture that we can use it later. But someone asked specifically, and that would be it right there. That was the you were asking about cultured wallpapers, something like that, right? That was the fitting meme to go along with it, I believe. Something like that. Anyway, now that we've done that and we're ready to go back, let's turn that off. I need to mess with some, or we're able to hit some buttons there. What was it? Jeez. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. It is properly placed. Top desktop is fixed. And now I can just pop in like that. And we're good to go. Hooray! Now I can go. So we need to head over to the Thirsk Mead Hall. No problem there. We just have to kind of wander through the wilderness and fight anything that dares to show its face. Cross the water. Yep. Someone has a link to somewhere on Reddit. Oh wait. You found All in All's archives. Are you talking about... Wait, you can't send links? Interesting. It should have let you send links, but the fact it doesn't is strange. Anyway, All in All, yeah. I downloaded a couple of All in All's videos already. I noticed from my last stream, where I showed Panel Opera, that it got copyright claimed almost immediately. I think that if I had to guess, I'd say someone was copyright claiming all in All's stuff. Specifically like the music. And rather than dealing with it, he just deleted all the videos. That's my guess. Because my live stream was copyright claimed almost instantly. Now, my reaction to that was I just deleted the audio from those sections. Like, it's no problem for me, personally. I'm not, like, running it as background music, so... Oh, no, I clipped out a couple sections. Who cares? Alright. Still explore... Oh. Strange and scary. Okay. Some of his music stuff is on Spotify. Yeah, the problem is a lot of stuff that's on Spotify gets some major problems there. Why are you standing? Because I'm trying to be more healthy. In a couple weeks, I should be getting a treadmill that goes underneath this desk, and I'll be able to dynamically switch between the sitting view and the walking view. For now, I'm just getting used to standing up while playing. But again, in a couple weeks, I'm going to have a treadmill here. Seriously. I'm going to be able to play Morrowind while lightly working out. That's not a joke. Real. So, yeah.
Not worth blunting my weapon on, so beat it.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Gonna come around the corner? Nope. Okay, a ruby and a winter wound dagger. I don't care about the rest of this, but let's keep going. You said 10 plus years of streaming and now only do you get a treadmill? It's true. I didn't have nearly as much space in my streaming area over the last couple, I'd say over the last like 6 to 8 years. I really had limited space. But now I have a much larger space to work in where I can actually walk around and stuff. The treadmill's still going to have to be deployed and removed pretty frequently. It's not something that can be like a permanent setup. But it's definitely worth doing regardless. I'll probably end up like right next to the green screen over here, so that the treadmill doesn't like interfere with where the chair is. But in general, that's how it's going to be when I get everything finished. I'm going to have a setup where I can walk around and stuff. Now, the thing is that I'm just hitting a point where I need to be more conscious of my health in certain respects. And really, I'd like to lose some weight. I don't eat extremely healthy, which is one of the pillars of weight loss. So I need to, at the very least, mitigate that fact with, good walking. You mow the yard? Yeah. I mean, I do too. I used to mow the lawn. We don't need to do that here, but yeah, I used to do that quite a bit. Alright. I've been working out with bungee cords and what do you call it? And dumbbells, like upstairs when I'm not streaming. But the problem is I have a tendency to stream for like 6 to 12 hours. And let's be honest here, if I'm going to stream from 6 to 12 hours, like, that's not very healthy. You try the latest Tamriel rebuilt release? No, my current Morrowind loadout is from November, so I'm 2 releases behind. I have visited a lot of Tamriel rebuilt stuff, but I will not be in the new Tamriel rebuilt content until the next playthrough. And that's important to understand, is that my playthroughs run for several months, and once they're locked in, they're locked in. See here. Is Tamriel rebuilt any good? Yes. Very good. Tamriel rebuilt can be explained as, what do you call it? Tamriel rebuilt is like a section of smaller mods. That's the best way to put it. Is the mic busted? It shouldn't be. But I am a little ways away from it right now. Be careful using bungee cords you once miscalculated and got slapped in the nards. Oh, jeez. Yeah. But yeah. No, I'm just standing up here, you know? I'm a little further away from the mic. The mic's over here right now. And, here, hold on. I'll do this. Is Bloodmoon for your favorite Morrowind DLC? Well, what other Morrowind DLCs are there? Tribunal? I mean, that one's okay. And let's see. I'd say Bloodmoon's the better of the two. Give me a second here. Okay, so basically, if we do this, you can see the microphone is actually right here. And then I normally sit here facing the computer. And then if I want to stand up, I can walk over to here. I have long arms. I can actually reach the laptop, I think. Yes. But the idea is that this desk is actually out. It retracts all the way back to the wall. So when I don't need it the way it is right now, I can be like, I can just do this, and it just kind of goes back. See what I mean? Like, and then it's gone. Kind of nice. Now let's see here. Yeah. Let me hit the buttons. Pull this back up. Yeah. Now then, let's continue. Why contain it? What? Ah, yes. You're not a fan of the Tribunal sewers? The Tribunal sewers are pretty okay. It's setting a couple things up. There we go. Cool. So, I don't plan to be standing all the time. Just for like 20, 30 minutes, you know, in a, like, say I sit for 2 hours, stand up for 20, 30 minutes, sit for another 2 hours, you know. It's, more about variety of positions, not staying seated for, you know, an entire 12 hours. Stuff like that. Again, things will come together better in a couple weeks when the treadmill's here. For now, it's just a way to get onto my feet for a bit. The treadmill has been ordered. Thank you very much, by the way. It was gifted. As there are a couple other things that are coming too. There's a pair of pink shoes, a pair of pink long socks, and a red maid outfit. Those were also gifted and are coming. Let's see, what are the runes? Oh, these are fabricant robes. I don't need these. These are crap. I'll end up selling them to a vendor at some point. The fabricants of Solstheim Expanded are way, way better than anything you get in Vanilla Morrowind's Tribunal expansion. Solstheim Expanded is just so good. There was a fork! Still looking for Thirsk. Be around here somewhere. I head through this valley where the Reeklings are waiting to fight me. Here come the pigs! You think they'll make a Morrowind remastered? Fallout 3 remastered. I need to drain its fatigue or I'm going to start taking some serious damage. So let's see. Absorb fatigue. There it is.
Stupid.
The thing flanked me just now. Crazy. Yeah, that raider is something else. I'm gonna need to switch weapons. My weapon is damaged. It just hit a point it can no longer harm the enemies. So I gotta do this. I gotta grab this sword instead. And you can see it dying. That's right. Victory is mine. The Reeklings are dead. Let's go ahead and repair everything. We've got, what do you call it? Journeyman repair hammers, yes. Alright, everything's nice and fixed. Very good. Releasing Skyrim has started to get old. Kind of, sorta. Yeah. You looked at screenshots of Solstheim Expand, looks like System Shock. It's huge. It's gigantic. It's colossal. It took me about 5 streams to get through. Solstheim expanded. It took me 2 streams to get through the dungeon, and then an additional 3 streams to get through the city. Because after you get out of the dungeon, and because there's like a sewer system and stuff, after you get out of that, you end up in the Clockwork City, which is an actual city. Yes. As in, people live there. I need to hit a thing. There we go. There are like 5 districts to the city. And there's a main quest that takes place in each district. Yep. Whirl. Mm-hmm. Here we go. Stupid. There are more of you. Good. I'll gladly take the boar tusk and leather. No problem there. A Reekling Longblade. That can defeat Dagather. Alright. Mm-hmm. My goodness. Howdy one day. In a couple weeks, I'm going to have a treadmill here. That's not a joke. It's, the order's already been placed. Okay. Thirsk is here. Gotta, like, navigate around Thirsk and find our way in there. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, yeah, Thirsk is up there. I'm not sure how we're gonna deal with this. 7 Days to Die. Never played the game. People tell me about it frequently. But, never touched it. Never touched a lot of games that people talk about. Alright. Gotta, like, navigate around and find the entrance to Thirsk. Not sure where it is, but we'll find it. Mm-hmm. Map mods for ESO that reveal all the sky shards? Eh. If you don't want to explore for yourself, which, to be fair, there isn't a whole lot to explore, you just want to get straight to the action, then that is your prerogative. Just the same as I looked up Thirsk's general location on the map before we started coming over here, right? I confirmed to myself where Thirsk was. Yes. Mm-hmm. Anyway, you go on Sky Shard hunts with your guildies. Makes perfect sense to me. Everyone has a different way of approaching it. So this is Thirsk. We have arrived. Very good. I like how there's snow, like, on the wall. Pretty funny. Alright, we're going to do a couple things. First, we're going to save it as, Thirst again. And then I'm going to take this whole desk and I'm going to push it, hold on a second. Let me do this so you can see what I'm talking about. There we go. So you can see I just take the whole desk and push it down. There we go. The whole desk is down. And, what do you call it? I have the jacket buttoned up. Funny. Yes. A YouTube exclusive stream. The module probably just broke. That happens from time to time. Unfortunate, but, you know, 'tis what it is. Here. I can always try to fix it. Try. We shall see. Time will tell. Sooner or later, time will tell. Okay. That'll do it. Put it like back there. Okay, that's good. Anyway. Yeah, the storm is going to get started soon. And I'm going to have to, like, go AFK and close all the windows. But, no big deal here. Thirsk.
Oh, welcome to Thirsk, friend. You should speak to Skolder Wolfrunner. He's the chieftain of this hall and wishes to meet all new arrivals.
Understood. I'm Alexia.
Never heard of her.
I just had an option to ask about Alexia, and he's like, what? I'm a Nord. I live in the wilds. Okay. Let me see what else we got. Ah, yes, of course. Anyway.
I'm ready for anything. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Hail, stranger. I am Ulfrin, and I welcome you to the Mead Hall of Thirsk. So long as you behave yourself, we'll get along just fine. If you want to buy some mead, just ask. If you haven't already, I suggest you introduce yourself to Skolder Wolfrunner. He's the chieftain of this mead hall and will want to greet a new arrival.
The chieftain of the mead hall. Very good. Tell me more about Thirsk.
Thirsk is the name of this mead hall. It was built over 100 years ago by a group of Nords who left the Skal village. They were led by Hrothmund the Red, who became Thirsk's first chieftain.
Okay. The Skal?
Thirsk was built by a group of Nords who left the Skal village over 100 years ago. We may not agree with their beliefs, but we respect them as fellow Nords.
I see. Alright, it's fellow Nords. So, what else? Bears?
Bears are all over Solstheim. If you see one, be careful. They're vicious fighters, and some are known to be diseased.
Right. Berserkers?
Their kind isn't welcome here. They like mead well enough, it's true, but the Berserkers have no respect for the rules of Thirsk or the word of its chieftain. They run around half naked and mad from the cold, and will kill anyone who crosses their path. Stay clear of them if you value your life.
I see. Captain Carnius?
Isn't he the one in charge at Fort Frostmoth? He's with the Imperial Legion, like the rest of them.
Right, sorry, Captain Carius versus Carnius.
Sorry, never heard of him.
Never heard of him. Falco?
Falco who? No, never heard of him.
Fort Frostmoth?
It's the Imperial Fort on the southern shore. Pretty hard to miss.
The lake?
It's toward the northeast of the island and is covered by ice year-round.
Alright. And, Freishags?
The Freishags are powerful and savage mages dedicated to the teachings of Kine, the mother of men. They despise anyone not of their order, and will attack on sight.
Fair enough. Well, advice?
They say Spriggans die 3 deaths. Best to avoid them if I were you.
A secret?
They say there's pirate treasure buried somewhere on the island. Been here for 100 years, and nobody's ever found it.
It's true. There is a pirate setup there. What else did we have? Raven Rock.
Raven Rock is on the southern shore, toward the west end of the island. Its name comes from the black coloring caused by all the ebony ore that can be found there.
Oh. I see. Let me see here. Alright, wolves.
You'll find them all over this island. Be careful, though. Some of them carry diseases.
Brigands?
If you're ever out walking, admiring the trees, and trees start chasing you, well, those are probably Spriggans.
I see. Mead?
Mead is the nectar of the gods. It's made from fermented honey and has been known to knock even the strongest Nord on her backside.
Okay, fair enough. Marissa never returned.
Talk to Eric. That's all I'll say.
Really? Okay. How you doing, sir?
Welcome to Thirsk. The mead is a special blend, imported all the way from, Shkirim. Drink up.
Imported from Shkirim. Tell me more about Shkirim. You can't do that. Mercer never returned?
Talk to Eric the Unworthy, that's all I'll say.
Eric the Unworthy?
You'd best stay out of his way, friend. He's as mean as they come.
Mead?
Mead is fermented honey wine. It is a strong drink, brewed by strong Nords. The mead here at Thirsk is shipped all the way from Skyrim.
Skyrim. Have you seen Minecraft movies? No. No, I have not seen Minecraft movies. I like playing modded versions of Minecraft, but, no. You talking about Skyrim too? Possibly.
What do you want, Twig?
Twig? Eric the Unworthy? Mercer never returned.
Yeah, she came here. The self-righteous harpy wouldn't shut up. What right did she have, telling Nords to give up their mead? Maybe she got lost in the snow, or maybe the wolves got her. Solstheim can be a dangerous place, if you get my meaning.
Neverine?
Never what? You making fun of me, little one?
Neverine!
Never what? You making fun of me, little one?
My trade?
I'm a lover and a killer. What more is there in life?
Yeah, you're a lover and a killer. I see. Hello there.
Enjoy our mead and kinship.
I got distracted.
Watch yourself near Eric, friend. He's a swine of a man.
I see.
It's too bad he's my clan brother.
Yeah. Like, from the distance, I kind of saw how that stood out, you know? Her outfit, I mean.
Hail! Svenja Snowsong is my name. We welcome guests here at Thirsk, so long as they behave themselves. Respect my home and my clan, and we'll get along just fine. One word of advice, though. Stay clear of Eric the Unworthy. He's more trouble than he's worth. Eric is a disgusting brute of a Nord. I've met frostboars more charming than that oaf. He may be my clan brother, but there are days I wish someone would just come in here and teach that oaf some manners. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, Marissa never returned.
Eric knows where she is. That's all I can tell you. As much as I hate the lumbering oaf, he's still my clan brother.
I see.
Hail! Skjolder Wolfrunner is my name. I am the chieftain of Thirsk, and welcome you to our home. You'll not find a better mead hall anywhere, not even in Skyrim. For 100 years, Thirsk has withstood all manner of attack, from the snow and hail to those infernal reeklings. But the mead hall still stands, and its hospitality is unmatched. Please, stay and relax. Enjoy our fine drink, and seek shelter from the cold. Here, my friend, taste the nectar of shore.
The nectar of shore. I'd like to give you 10 gold.
You are generous, and your judgment is good.
I know it is. Tell me about Eric the Unworthy.
Eric is a loyal member of the clan, and has defended Thirsk time and time again. But he's hot-headed and loose-lipped, and has made more enemies around here than he should have. We cannot harm a clan brother, but there are some days.
There are some days, I understand. Marissa never returned.
Aye, the missionary came here several weeks ago. She started talking about her shrine, and then began preaching about the evils of mead. Nice lass, but a little high-strung. Eric, he didn't really like what she had to say. Thought he'd teach her a lesson. I'm not really sure where she is now.
He gives me a knowing look, and then gestures his head to the staircase leading to the second floor. So she's upstairs. Well, there we go then. Hello there. Thirst again too.
Anytime, friend.
Please, stranger, help me. I'm being held prisoner by that disgusting Nord, Eric.
I came to the mead hall to preach the way of the 9 divines, and this is how I was repaid.
The 9 divines. Yes. The Empire, the Imperial cults, layman's charisma. Okay, well, seems like mead.
Blech. Mead is a vile drink, and it turns normal people into slobbering savages. I've seen what it can do, trust me.
I see. Held prisoner?
I came to Thirsk to preach the word of the cult, and to sway the barbarians from their love of drink. That foul Eric poured mead on me. Then he struck me. I awoke in his chambers. That was over 3 weeks ago, by my reckoning. Every day he comes in to taunt me and beat me. The only food and drink I've been given is rotting meat and mead. Please, stranger, you must release me so that we may travel together back to the cult shrine.
Crazy. Alright, so we have to free her. And he's not going to, he's not going to take well to that. So we're going to challenge him to a duel if we can. Rather than piss everybody off. Let's see. I believe, honestly, for a Nord like him, True Flame should be enough to purge him from this world. This should be fine.
Maybe where you're from, it's all right to enter someone's chambers and play with their things. But it's not all right around here. The missionary is mine. Understand? I knew you were trouble when I first laid eyes on you. Now I'm going to have to teach you some manners.
I see. Well, we're gonna kill him.
You're growing weak.
Am I?
He said it was fresh, but I don't know. It looks kind of like dog to me.
It was an even fight. Okay. Nordic silver sword. A bunch of wolf gear I don't care about. Some potions. This is fine. So, hello.
Hail, friend. I hope you find our mead hall to your liking. If you're tired, grab a bedroll and go to sleep. We don't stand on ceremony here at Thirsk. We live like family, as it should be.
Eric the Unworthy.
We'll miss the strength of a good warrior, but not the man. Eric was too arrogant for his own good, and his days were numbered anyway.
Enjoy our mead and kinship.
Yeah. His value as a man will be missed. The man himself will not. He was a bad person, and as Dretch said, deserved. Alright, let's go.
Please, stranger, help me. I came to Thirsk to preach. Will you escort me back to the Imperial Cult Shrine at Fort Frostmoth?
Yes.
Let's go. You lead on, and I'll follow you back to the Imperial Cult Shrine at Fort Frostmoth.
Of course. Yep.
Hey, wait for me.
Because the 8 divines became Skyrim's official religion, because...
There I was. Look, don't tell me about
He died.
The honey jar again.
On your way.
I am on my way, just like you said. In Skyrim, you have to defend Thirsk against waves of Reeklings for reasons. Thirst again, 3. Let's get out of here. Alright. Thirst again. I can hear the thunder outside. It's lovely. In real life, I mean. Okay, I should go back the way we came. I should also advance time to morning. Like 7 a.m. Rest in the wilderness. Okay, this is better. Now I just need to kind of go back more or less the way I came, which is this way. Hopefully we don't run into too many monsters. Shouldn't be too big a deal. Whoops. Pigs! Man, if I hit her with True Flame, she's gonna die in one hit. Jeez. Okay. Character steps sound like a horse. Yeah, we should get a mod that changes the step sound based on the texture you're running on. Like wrestling through grass. Or walking on metal. I think that'd be pretty cool. I heard a bear. Shouldn't be that big a deal. Just trying to avoid all monsters. We'll end up going to the Skull Village soon, but that's neither here nor there. Oh no. Whoops. Are you okay?
Do you want me to wait here, or should we travel together back to the Imperial Cult Shrine at Fort Frostmoth?
What'd you think about Eric the Unworthy?
I don't even want to hear his name. That pig put me through hell.
I see. Makes sense. I don't even want to hear his name. Makes perfect sense. What do you mean you don't want to relive trauma? Okay. Well, I mean, we don't necessarily need to use True Flame. We could use Hope's Fire instead. This is Amalexi Bikini's weapon. We had to kill her in the Clockwork City because she went crazy. But, yeah. This one's electricity. Looking at these different bushes. Gonna continue. Here come the pigs. See? He's alive! But yeah, we have True Flame and Hope's Fire. What are you punching? He's dead. He's dead. Stop it! He's already dead! Calm. Calm humanoid. There we go. PTSD. Yep. Okay. Now then, where the hell am I? No. This barrow is the wrong place to go. Come on. He's a level 6 monk in the data files. Wish she had combat monk skills instead of almoner skills. Oh, jeez. Are there more? Where there's one, there will be more. Here we go. Yeah, we did Tribunal first. So we have True Fire and Hope's Flame. Is this a Sunstone? Huh, okay. Don't have the Sunstone, but that's okay with us. We don't really want to become a wary woof, so we'll probably be using those. Mm-hmm. The Adoring Fans haircuts. Mm-hmm. Whoa. Okay. This way. We're traveling. Oh. Moo. No idea. We shall continue the travel. Here we got Stinkhorn Cap. But yeah, it was definitely odd to see that all of All in All's Elder Scrolls videos are gone. Including Panale Opera. You can still find it archived on the internet in different places, but I was really surprised to see all of that gone. My suspicion... You think you flipped out? Oh, no, what... I mean, what happened to me is I had my Panale Opera... like, when I streamed it, it got copyright claimed almost immediately. And so I had to go and erase the sound from the stream. Not the whole stream, but that part of it, I mean. Let's see here. Thankfully, they aren't super litigious. They just wanted my money. Well, okay. That's the dead orc.
Be careful out here in the wild, friend. There's more roaming about than just wolves and bears.
Right. No problem. Yeah, if you're not super experienced with Morrowind, play vanilla first. Morrowind Rebirth is more advanced. It changes the core gameplay loop of Morrowind to go from a game where you can gain power quickly based on what you stumble across versus Morrowind Rebirth is a low-powered world where it's very difficult to gain power quickly. Morrowind Rebirth is for experienced players, and it nerfs a whole ton of stuff.
How can I show my appreciation? Ah, yes. Thank you. My thanks for escorting me back to the Imperial Cult Shrine. If you haven't already, make sure you talk to the Jalene. He'll want to reward you for your duty.
Held prisoner?
I am a prisoner no longer, thanks to you.
Right. Advice? At nights, when snow starts falling, you can't see very far, use a good light source, or get indoors until morning. Makes sense? Let's see what else we got. There's a lot of snow here. Got it. You want to travel together again? I'm already safe at the shrine. Thank you. Okay. Hello?
Anytime, friend. I'm right here. By the 9 divines, you rescued my Marissa. Please take this gold. I know it's not much, but it's all we have in our coffers. I wish I could give more. Marissa is invaluable to me and the Imperial cult.
Your cult matter is done?
The matter is now officially closed.
Good. You're already a member. Local savages?
What else would you call them? They're hardly civilized with all that bear and wolf worship, and they hardly even recognize the 9 divines. Most Nords are too busy worshipping heathen gods like Alduin and Orkay. That's why Marissa's missionary work was so important.
Yes. The Nords used to worship Alduin quite a bit before they got imperialized. Oh, boy. Anyway.
But she has returned, thanks to you. After everything that's happened, I have decided to suspend the missionary program. There are just too many dangers in an untamed land like Solstheim.
Missing missionary finished. Huzzah. Okay. Let's figure out what to do next. So, Captain Carius. It was, hold on. Ah, you're talking about the West Weald. What was it? Trying to find the specific line there. It was, ah, yes.
In the West, in old Colovia. That's where men are men.
That's where men are men. Okay. What do we got now? Hold on. Okay, Captain Carius was part of the major quests. Alright, Island of the North is what we started with. Then we got the Rebellion. I'm pretty sure it's called the Rebellion. Let's double check. It'd be topic. No, it'd be quests, and then it'd be R for Rebellion. Yeah, Rebellion at Fort Frostmoth. That's what it is. Okay. Let me see here. Hello, Mr. Guard. I'd like to talk to you. Quick save here. That's where men are men. That's right. Oh, jeez. Hold on a second. There we go. Anyway, as I was saying, we are going to now travel to... going up. Yes, going up. Hello.
Glory and honor, emperor and empire. What do you... Hey, is that booze I smell on you?
That is booze.
Smells like cyrodiilic brandy to me. I'd know the smell anywhere. How about giving a thirsty soldier a little pick-me-up?
Yeah, sure, take it.
Some fine cyrodiilic brandy. Good stuff. Thanks, friend. Just hasn't been the same around here since this became a dry fort. It's ridiculous, I tell you. That's right. No liquor at all is allowed at Fort Frostmoth these days. Captain's orders, I guess. Seemed odd coming from him. Captain Carius seemed like a fair enough guy as long as we carried out our duties. Guess he figured we weren't up to his standards, so he cut us off. Since then, everyone's been in a pretty foul mood.
I see. So it's a dry fort, then. Let's go talk to the captain about this. That's right. He's just happy that I was able to offer him some booze. Let's go this way. Hello, hello. Yeah, that's a true connoisseur can tell alcohol. Yeah, just by the smell. That's it. He just knew that I had cyrodiilic brandy on me. No problem there. That's the supply room.
The Nine and the Empire.
9 in the Empire. Wait. Yeah, I don't need any of this. Up.
Now there's a profession worthy of absolutely nothing.
Bards.
Honor to you, Nerevarine.
Thank you very much. Honor to me. I'm just hanging around,
Get out of here.
Oh, no.
You violated the law. Pay the court and surrender your stolen goods, or surrender your stolen goods and serve your sentence of hard labor. Deliver the gold immediately, or come with me. Then pay with your blood, outlaw.
Seize him.
Fool! You're only delaying the inevitable.
Stupid.
Jeez. Vivek makes like a big announcement about the fact that you're the Navarine. But yeah. There we go. Stupid! I'm in the wrong tower. I am not in the correct tower at all. Yeah. You gotta keep looking. Okay. This tower might be it, maybe. Maybe it's not. We'll find out. Upper quarters, yes. You're only delaying the inevitable.
The Nine and the Empire, citizen.
What do you... Hey, is that booze I smell on you?
No, it's not. It's not booze at all. I'm just gonna TCL past that guy since he wanted to walk up there. Booze. Stupid. You hate the staircase guards? Yes, so do I.
Well, hello there. A pleasure to meet you.
I'm fine, thank you. What can I do for you?
What are the latest rumors?
Watch yourself at Thirsk. Nothing but a bunch of drunken barbarians, I tell you.
Freaklings?
I've heard they're like little ice goblins. Sound like fodder to me.
Fair enough. The skull?
The Nords to the north, I don't know much about them.
I see. Well, that should do it more or less. Okay. So, we head on up.
Glory and honor, emperor and empire.
To the upper... Yeah, this is still the upper level.
Go ahead.
You're in my way. Come on down, Mr. Guard. Come on down. Come on down. How long do we have to wait for this man to move? Is there really an all-maker? Probably. Yep. Let me see. Right. He really is guarding those stairs. He really is. Okay. Let me see here. Go out and in. Yeah. I was gonna TCL past him.
Honor to you, Nerevarine.
Yes. We found it. Okay. What's this? Hold on a second. Let me pull this up. There you go. All right. Hello.
I asked you to investigate why the morale has been low in the fort. Have you learned anything?
Morale is low.
As I said, it troubles me. I wish for these soldiers to be the most excellent in the Empire, and I believe that one among them is poisoning the minds of the others.
Booze.
Perhaps I'm not a drinker myself.
Disturbing trends?
As I said, morale has been low. As I said, it troubles me. I wish for these soldiers to be the most excellent in the Empire, and I believe that one among them is poisoning the minds of the others. I am Captain Falx Carius, commander of Fort Frostmoth.
Fort Frostmoth?
Fort Frostmoth is the imperial fort here on Solstheim, as I'm sure you know. My soldiers are not the best in the Empire. Not yet. However, with discipline and training, I will mold them into the fiercest warriors the Empire has seen. That is my promise. Locals say berserkers aren't normal. They've gone wild and roam among the animals on the island. You look like you can handle a sword. Want to join the Imperial Legion? All the garrisons are presently at full strength, except perhaps the Deathshed Legion at Fort Darius, in the West Gash near the village of Nesis. If you're interested, you'll have to talk to General Darius there.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to figure out exactly what we're doing, because oh. Fuck, hold on. Let me do this. Over here. Yeah. I forgot something. I have to ask about booze again. Pioneer Fallout and Stalker? No, I haven't heard about that. Loading area. We gotta talk to the guard again. Hey, guard.
Glory and honor, Emperor and Empire.
What are you... Hey, is that... Smells like some fine Cyrodiilic brandy. Good stuff. Thanks, friend. Got enough for now. Check with me later, though. That's right. No liquor at all is allowed at Fort Frostmoth these days. Captain's orders, I guess. Seemed odd coming from him. Captain Carius seemed like a fair enough guy as long as we carried out our duties. Guess he figured we weren't up to his standards, so he cut us off. Got nothing else to say about that right now. Why don't you talk to the captain?
The captain?
I thought he was a pretty good guy until this whole alcohol ban. Just seems kind of spiteful to me.
I see. TCL... Clip up. Yes. Okay. Wait. No. This is the ceiling. The roof, even. So... I'm in the Imperial Cult Shrine right now, which is A-okay. I see what happened. I know what happened. I know how it's broken.
Met.
Well met. I met you again. We have to go to the left side. Then, we need to go up.
Glory and honor, Emperor and Empire.
I know what you're up to.
I know what you're up to. What was it? Let me pull up the scene there. Was saw it just a moment ago, and I don't see it now. Damn. Let me pull that up there. No. That is an annoying TikTok with AI voice. I'm not playing that. Fuck off! Sorry. A lot of lines are modded, that's for sure. But let's go ahead and continue. Hello.
I asked you to investigate why the morale has been low in the fort. I imagined that the lack of alcohol might have some effects on the morale, but I didn't ever actually ban it. Personally, I didn't even care about the alcohol. It was the priest, Antonius Nuncius, who was worried about the effect it was having on the men. I disagreed, but the question became moot. Our shipments stopped coming in months ago. Speak with the soldiers a bit more and see if you can find out who the source of this discontent is.
Antonius?
He's one of our priests here. Not a bad one. Seems a bright enough fellow if he would only apply himself a bit more.
I see. A priest has cut off the liquor shipments. Pretty sure that's it.
The Nine and the
hello
Empire.
there.
A pleasure to meet you.
What is it you want? I heard you were asking around about this being a dry fort. I'd feel a whole lot better talking about this if I had something to wet my whistle, but you seem okay. I just know that I heard from Antonius Nuncius that the captain had placed a ban on all alcohol at the fort. And sure enough, there was none to be found. The priest? He's not bad, I guess, for a priest. You'll find him at the Imperial Cult Shrine here at the fort, though he keeps an office upstairs from the armory. Could be in either place. Seems to understand us soldiers pretty well. He was telling me just the other day how it seemed unfair that the captain had cut us off from the drink. He figures that's one of our few pleasures on this dung heap of an island.
So, the priest is playing both sides. That's, unfortunate. Remember that as the captain, that he had to keep a, what do you call it, a strict distance from his men. And the priest is taking advantage of that distance to drive a wedge between them. Yes. It's true. Anyway. Let's see here. The priest is up to no good.
Thanks once again for rescuing Marissa.
Yep.
The pleasure is all mine.
The pleasure.
What can I do for you?
Ahem.
I'm Antonius Nuncius.
Yes, dry fort.
Yes. Odd that the captain would ban liquor for his troops. There's no understanding some people.
He never banned alcohol.
Told you that, did he? I guess he never officially did. Still, the shipments stopped arriving. What's to be done about that? Well, I have no idea why. I am but a simple priest, forced to serve these pathetic soldiers on this terrible frozen excuse for an island. It's not my concern why the alcohol hasn't arrived. You have no proof I've done anything wrong. Stop asking me these questions.
Wow, you have
Yes?
no proof.
What can
The
I
moment
do?
someone says you have no proof instead of I actually didn't do this. You know, like, you have no proof. Like, oh, he's guilty. What a shame. Okay. It bears further investigation, but bears is a hyperlink that will take you to information about the bears on the island. Well. 'Tis what it is.
In the west, in old Colovia. That's where men are men.
I didn't mean to play that again. That was a mistake. Okay. So... I need to go to...
Well,
the,
what have we...
Where bears are... Men? The right to have...
I don't like it.
Bear arms. What? Let's see... Armory. We need to find the armory. It's in one of these areas. That's the curtain wall. This is the armory.
Go ahead.
Hello.
What is it you want?
What is it you want? I heard you might be able to get hold of some booze.
Booze. I'd like some booze. Jeez. Okay. Let's sell you this Nord silver sword. Actually, first I'd like to give you some money.
You are generous, and your judgment is good. Sharing is good. I like sharing.
He likes
What
sharing.
is it you want? I heard you might be able to get hold of some booze.
Booze. Booze. Alright. Say this. 900. Good. Booze. Then, Rakeling Longblade. I want the rest of your money, sir. All of it. Good. Booze! He's so happy. Okay, let's go. One last booze. The priest's desk. I'm gonna open his closet first. All the booze is in there. He's been storing all of it. Crazy.
This is my best attempt at a listing of the pantheons and associated divine spirits of Tamriel's dominant cultures. This list is by no means complete. The imperial city of Cyrodiil alone boasts a vast host of saints and holy spirits. It only includes the most important spirits revered by native members of the culture. Other Eta Ada, especially Daedra, are often familiar known to many cultures, though specific names are included here only when they possess a particular cultural significance. The omission of any reference to the worships of the Argonians of Black Marsh is a result of my complete inadequacy in reconciling the obscure and contradictory accounts available to me on that subject. The 8 pantheons, Cyrodiil, Akatosh, Dibella, Arche, Zenithar, Mara, Stendar, Kinnereth, Julianos, Shezar, Tiber Septim, Morihaus, Riemann,
Morhaus, Riemann,
Alduin, Dibella, Orki, Tsun, Mara, Stun, Kain, Junal, Shor, Izmir, Hermamora, Malok, Altmer, Uriel, Trinimac, Magnus, Sirabane, Yefri, Xarxes, Mara, Stendar, Lorcan, Finister, Bosma, Uriel, Yefri, Arche, Zen, Xarxes, Bandar, Mara, Stendar, Lorcan, Hermamora, Joan, Jode, Dunmer, Almalexia, Vivek, Sothasil, Boethia, Mephala, Azura, Lorcan, Nerevar, Molagbal, Malakath, Sheagorath, Meruns, Dagon, Yokuda, Satakal, Ruptka, Tuwaka, Zet, Morwa, Tava, Maluk, Diagna, Sep, Hunding, Leki, Onsi, Brittany, Akatosh, Magnus, Yefre, Dibella, Arche, Zenithar, Mara, Stendar, Kinnereth, Julianos, Sheor, Finister, elsewhere, Alkosh, Kenathi, Riddlethar, Jakajay, Mara, Srendar, Lorkaj, Rajin, Bandar, Azura, Shegorath. Notes on the divine spirits of the pantheons. Akatosh, dragon god of time. Akatosh is the chief deity of the 9 divines, the major religious cult of Cyrodiil and its provinces, and one of 2 deities found in every Tamrielic religion. The other is Lorcan. He is generally considered to be the first of the gods to form in the beginning place. After his establishment, other spirits found the process of being easier, and the various pantheons of the world emerged. He is the ultimate god of the Cyrodiilic Empire, where he embodies the qualities of endurance, invincibility, and everlasting legitimacy. Alduin, World Eater. Alduin is the Nordic variation of Akatosh, and only superficially resembles his counterpart in the 9 divines. For example, Alduin's sobriquet, the World Eater, comes from myths that depict him as the horrible, ravaging firestorm that destroyed the last world to begin this one. Nords therefore see the god of time as both creator and harbinger of the apocalypse. He is not the chief of the Nordic pantheon. In fact, that pantheon has no chief, see Shor below, but its wellspring, albeit a grim and frightening one. Alkosh, dragon king of cats, pre-Riddata dynasty, Anaquinine deity. A variation on the Altmeri Auriel, and thus an Akatosh as culture hero for the earliest Khajiiti. His worship was co-opted during the establishment of the Riddle Tahar, and he still enjoys immense popularity in Elswere's wasteland regions. He is depicted as a fearsome dragon, a creature the Khajiit say is just a real big cat. He repelled an early Aldmeri pogrom of Pellinal Whitestrake during mythic times. Almalexia, Mother Morrowind. Most traces of Akatosh disappeared from ancient Kaima legends during their so-called Exodus, primarily due to that god's association and esteem with the Altmeri. However, most aspects of Akatosh which seem so important to the mortal races, namely immortality, historicity, and genealogy, have conveniently resurfaced in Almalexia, the most popular of Morrowind's divine tribunal. Arche, god of the cycle of life and death, member of the 9 divines pantheon, and popular elsewhere as well. Arche is often more important in those cultures where his father, Akatosh, is either less related to time or where his time aspects are difficult to comprehend by the layman. He is the god of burials and funeral rites and is sometimes associated with the seasons. His priests are staunch opponents of necromancy and all forms of the undead. It is said that Arche did not exist before the world was created by the gods under Lorcan's supervision, urging, trickery. Therefore, he is sometimes called the mortal's god. Auriel, king of the Aldmer. The elven Akatosh is Auriel. Auriel is the soul of Anu-El, who in turn is the soul of Anu the Everything. He is the chief of most Aldmeri pantheons. Most Altmeri and Bosmeri claim direct descent from Auriel. In his only known moment of weakness, he agreed to take his part in the creation of the mortal plane, that act which forever sundered the elves from the spirit worlds of eternity. To make up for it, Auriel led the original Aldmer against the armies of Lorcan in mythic times, vanquishing that tyrant and establishing the first kingdoms of the Altmer, Altmora, and Old Aelnofe. He then ascended to heaven in full observance of his followers so that they might learn the steps needed to escape the mortal plane. Azura, goddess of dusk and dawn. Azura was the god-ancestor that taught the Kaima the mysteries needed to be different than the Altmer. Some of her more conventional teachings are sometimes attributed to Boethia. In the stories, Azura is often more a communal cosmic force for the race as a whole than an ancestor or a god, also known as the anticipation of Sota Sil. In Elsewhere, Azura is nearly a wholly separate entity, yet she is still tied into the origins of Khajiiti out of Altmeri stock, Bandar, the bandit god. In most regions, Bandar is a marginal deity, a trickster spirit of thieves and beggars. In Elsewhere, he is more important and is regarded as the pariah. In this aspect, Bandar becomes the cleverness or desperate genius of the long-suffering Khajiit, whose last-minute plans always upset the machinations of their elven or human enemies. Boethia, Principle.
As nice as that is, I do need to get back to the game. My time is limited. I will take all the booze. All the booze. All the booze. I'm over encumbered by all the booze, it turns out. Which has been retconned a little bit. Not that much, actually. For the most part, it's not retconned, it's ignored. Which is different. Yeah, Starfield's books are like 2 pages, if you're lucky. Let's get going. Emil Pagliarulo famously said that if you wrote the next great American novel, that the players would tear out the pages and make paper airplanes. Anyway, let's get going. Hey there.
I asked you to investigate why the morale has been low, and I'm not a drinker myself. If there's reason to suspect Antonius Nuncius, find the proof. He's one of our priests here, not a bad one. Seems a bright enough fellow if he would only apply himself.
Okay, Santoni, I found the alcohol.
I asked you to investigate.
I have to go and confront him. Yes. Confront him. I shall.
I'm on duty.
Greeting.
But go ahead.
Okay. So, let's go confront Antonius.
What do you want?
I'd like to talk to you about some other things. Thirsk first?
I have heard it is a place populated by the Nords native to this island. It lies somewhere to the northeast. I've heard talk of the walking trees. This island holds many secrets, it seems.
Yep, Skull?
The Nords to the north, I don't know much about them.
Freaklings?
I've heard they're like little ice goblins. Sound like fodder to me.
Morale's been low. Let's see. Fort Frostmoth.
This place? Awful. Terrible. I'd do anything to get out of here. But it has been decided that this is where I am to spend the prime of my life. Here, ministering to these savages and fools.
Damn. The mead.
It has, but that's all I know. Why should I know any more? I'm just a priest.
But the mead.
Some kind of sweet Nord drink. Terrible stuff. You won't catch many of the soldiers at this fort asking for it.
Hold on. I took the alcohol.
Yes?
I was supposed to confront
What do you want?
Pretty sure I was supposed to confront him about this.
They're all over this island. Some travel in packs, which makes them especially dangerous. I've heard locals say berserkers aren't normal. They've gone wild and roam among the animals on the island.
Okay, this seems off. Hold on.
Thanks once again for rescuing Marissa. Well met, friend.
Yeah, I gotta go back.
Well.
Gotta check to make sure I got all the booze. Maybe I have to take everything from his desk. I don't know. I know what I have to do. My bad. It's not that I have to take the booze from his desk. It's that I have to go to the armory. Let me reload. Should be... Yeah. So, what I needed to do was I needed to talk, like, I need to open up the desk, not quick loot it. The mod, or should I say the expansion pack, did not account for quick loading when the, when it was set up. So I have to open the desk normally.
What is it you want?
Sorry, the man is angry. Mostly because...
What is it you want? I heard you might be able to get hold of some booze.
Booze! Booze! Sorry, I can't help but laugh at that. Okay.
Piece of the nine to you.
Yes. Let's see. Oh, that was the dispel potions that I tried to use the last one. Fuck! I don't want to accidentally give myself a ton of dispel potions. That didn't work, by the way. Like, it just remembered from like 5 live streams ago when I gave myself a bunch of dispel potions to try to dispel a spell effect that was undispellable. It was when we were messing around with the Solstheim Expanded. Booze! Okay.
What is it you want?
Instead of adding item, I have to TCL my way up the
Go ahead.
Staircase. And the reason I have to TCL my way up the staircase is that guy's in the way.
Honor to you, Nerevarine.
That's right, honor to me. Good. Booze! So watch this. I close this up. And then we go... Boo! Okay. So we have to open his desk. Like this. And then we take everything. And we open this. And we take everything. That should have been the trigger to make it work. Booze! The key is on the wall. The wall. The key. The key wall. Varieties of faith book. He has 2 varieties of faith books. Why? Booze. I looked on the wall. I am blind, you say. But no. No, it should have worked now. I've got all the booze. Yes. Next to the eye banner and the stool. I don't see a key hanging. I don't know about this booze. Uh-huh. The other stool. I give up. I've already unlocked all of it. I have the power to unlock anything. Goodbye.
Go ahead.
Stereo. Okay. This way next. We have opened up both. You.
Yes? What do you want?
Morale. Oh, God. So I don't have the option. Yeah, morale's been low.
It has, but that's all I know. Why, some kind of sweet... Watch yourself at this place. He's got an office upstairs here in the Imperial Cult Shrine. Don't know much about... I've heard there... You'll find the Nords to the... If you're looking for some new arm... I have heard it is a place populated by the Nords native to this island.
I can't confront him. Despite the fact I have all the booze. The booze!
Well met, friend.
Hold on. I'm confused here. I thought that after you loot it, then, you confront him with the evidence. And that was it. But I'm looking. It doesn't make sense there. Okay, so... It was in a ledge? Okay. Like up at the top. I get it. Dry fort and shipment stopped.
The pleasure is all mine.
Yeah, I didn't see any notes in his desk, though. That's the thing. Called Arms confession note. Lengthy, the fabricants. Handwritten note, handwritten letter. These are all parts of the Clockwork City. Mission to Vivek. Musings on power. Yes.
Greetings. Just keep your hands out of my purse. I know what you're up to.
Keep your hands out of my purse. Try disabling quick loot completely. Oh, that's weird. I mean, we can try that, but, Let's see. Let's go. I'm reloading to Boo. So, yeah, we can do that. It was... Quick loot. Disable. Quick loot is disabled. Yep. Fixed it. Thank you. Journal updated. You had a similar thing happen in Starwind. Oof. So yeah, it was the quick loot. We did it. Security up. Although the lock appears to have been disabled, the closet cannot be opened without the proper key. Oh, so I was able to cheat. Before. That's funny. Rise of Faith. Book of Dawn Dusk. Don't care.
Serve the Emperor and the Emperor's law.
The imps. Emperor, I mean. No Longhouse Emperors here. Oh, boy. What's this? Onwards and sideways. We will go confront the guy now that we've done the little thing. I will turn the quick loot back on, though, because quick loot is fun. And usually works. Except when it doesn't. Nice that I can loot that stuff there. Kagudi meat.
Ah, greetings.
Someone looted our Kagudi meat. It's the legendary hero, you see. He steals things. Fuck. I keep accidentally going to Carius's office.
Go ahead.
It's not my fault. It's completely my fault. I'm on autopilot.
Well, hello there.
Well, hello there. This is the way. How very silly.
Stay as long as you like, friend. It would be a privilege.
Hey.
To
What
talk
do you
to
want?
Dry fort.
Yes, yes. Terrible thing. Don't know why you'd be asking me about it. Did I mention how the shipment stopped arriving? Well, I have no idea. You've been in my desk? My desk? You've been in there? Why, that's an outrage. Stolen liquor? I have no idea. All right. Perhaps I have been hiding the alcohol. It was for their own good. And I had hoped that if the soldiers got fed up and revolted, I'd be able to justify going home to my superiors. Look, I don't want any trouble from you.
I see. Well, I'll need to report this.
I'm finished. I'll never leave this island now, at least not alive. Carius will have my head. What have you done? I hope you're happy. I think we've said all there is to say about that. I don't want to talk about that further. Some kind of sweet Nord heard the story we've discussed. He's got an office upstairs here in the
just
Imperial
exhausting
Cult
his dialogue.
Shrine. I've heard you'll find the Nords to the north. If you're looking, I have heard they're all over this island. Some travel in
Yes?
We won't be
What
talking
can
to him
this
again,
humble
so I just wanted to exhaust his dialogue really quick. We talked to him about that stuff before. I just, wanted to repeat it because I accidentally, did a load. So,
greetings. What shall we talk about?
Greetings.
The Nine and the Empire, citizen.
The Nine and the Empire. Let's keep it up. We're almost there. Quick save and go in. Hey there.
I asked you to investigate why the morale has been low in the... You say that Antonius Nuncius started this whole thing because he wanted to go home? The twit. I could have had him reassigned had he just asked me. Now, though, I think he might do his best work here, saving the souls of my men. With the new abundance of liquor at the fort, someone will have to deliver their salvation. Thank you for your help. Take these. There are diseases on this island that we have never encountered before, and the weapon may serve you well. Now, on to more fort business.
Fort business?
As I've told you, not all of my soldiers here are trustworthy. Many were sent to this fort in lieu of Ebonheart's dungeons. Now, I fear that a criminal element has shown itself at Fort Frostmoth. I believe that there are weapons being smuggled out of here and sold on Vardenfell.
Really?
I've noticed the store of weapons in the armory has been decreasing, and I know there is no official reason for it. My only guess is that someone is smuggling them off Solstheim to be sold on Vardenfell. I want you to uncover this smuggling ring, and I will provide you with a bit of help.
A bit of help, you say? Smuggling first?
It is a dangerous thing here at Fort Frostmoth. Our supplies are limited, and without them, I fear the soldiers will grow even more restless. And what is a fort without its weapons? Useless.
Yes. Help?
I would like you to work with one of my soldiers on this case. There are two available to you, and they are two of the best here at Fort Frostmoth, Sanus Lucius and Gaia Artoria. You'll find Lucius in the general quarters, and Artoria in the general quarters, upper level. Speak with them and decide which will be your companion. When you have unearthed the smuggling ring, report to me. I
really
leave how
funny.
you deal with the smugglers to your discretion.
I like how it's like, okay, you'll find him in the general quarters and her in the general quarters, upper level. Little comma there. All right, ask me about, I want to know who they are.
Lucius knows more about the daily activities here at the fort than any other soldier in my command. While not our strongest fighter, he more than makes up for it with his savvy. He may be the best suited to ferret out the smuggling ring.
I see. Well, what about the other one?
She is one of my most loyal soldiers, and one of my most powerful. I have never seen her bested in combat, and her skill with weapons is legendary here at the fort. Should you encounter any resistance with these smugglers, Artoria would be a valuable ally to have.
Oh. Artoria. I don't think so, though. What do you think of the other guy?
I'm sure I'll be able to find a great number of duties for Nuncius to perform. He'll be quite busy now. What was he thinking? Well, we'll whip him into shape.
Yeah.
Have you found more information on the weapons being smuggled?
Nope. Rebellion in Frostmoth is done. The Frostmoth smugglers
Glory
have
and honor, Emperor and Empire.
Radio and a TCL through. There we go.
Please, by all means. I'm listening.
Okay, so General Quarters.
Captain Carius mentioned that you might come to speak with me. How may I assist you?
Captain Carius mentioned that you might come to speak with me. How may I assist you?
Tell me about the smuggling ring going on.
Well, if you choose to work with me, I'm certain I can be of some assistance in this matter.
Fair enough. We gotta go upstairs and find the other one, Artoria. He's in the upper level.
Captain said you'd be by. I'm supposed to assist you with something?
Captain said you'd be by. I'm supposed to assist you with something.
Yes. Tell me about the weapons.
Yeah, I figure if we work together, we'll find those smugglers and make them sorry. I'm good at making people sorry.
Okay. She's good at making people sorry. There are a lot of ways to take that. What do you think about the booze? That got taken care of. All right.
It's no easy tour up here at the fort, but I can handle it. You may hear whining and crying from some of the other soldiers here at the fort, but that's not how I see it. This place can be a model fort with Captain Carius commanding us.
Okay. Assist me.
Yeah, Captain said something about some smugglers. Want to go crack some skulls?
I definitely want to crack some skulls. Let's go do it. I'd like you to work with me.
Sounds good. Let's go get him. Sanus will have to run those other errands that Captain Carius had for us to do. I'm ready for some action.
I see. He's ready for some action. Alright. You said Daggerfall in this UI would make it more playable? Oh, no. There's a really cool UI for Daggerfall. See, you're thinking in the opposite direction. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go even further into the retro space, and as a result, Daggerfall will start looking like this. It's specifically having a dual retro panel setup. That's what we're going to be doing with Daggerfall. We're going to be going with the complete retro panel experience. Now then, let me grab that. Okay, as I was saying, we should get going there.
A real do-gooder, that one. Strictly by the book.
Honor to you, Nerevarine.
Thank you very much. Onwards and sideways.
I'm on duty, but go ahead.
Alexia?
The Dunmer goddess? Can't say I know much about her. There's some talk sometimes, but it takes a while for news to travel here. She's with you.
I may have stabbed Alexia to death. But at least we got True Flame and Hope's Fire. Wish I could dual wield those. That'd be cool. Can't, though. So we have to go find some smugglers and destroy them. Let me see here. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah. I was going to go... Oh. Let's see here. Okay, first, I need to...
A real do-gooder, that one.
Strictly by the book.
Need to find different NPCs outside. One of them should know. One of them should know. Can she... yeah, she can come down here. Good.
Keep moving.
I wish to keep moving, but you're in my way. Can I disable him? Yes. Whoops. Enable. Good, he's back. I just wanted her to be able to run by him real quick.
Greetings. Just keep your hands out of my purse. I know what you're up to.
What is your favorite aspect of Morrowind? Oh, mostly just the world building, how everything is tied together so nicely. Good writing is what I miss in the later titles. Oblivion isn't written nearly as well, even if the story presentation is arguably better. Same thing for Skyrim. Skyrim has spectacular presentation compared to the other games, but is not written very well.
I'm fine, thank you. What can I do for you?
All right. Rumus.
Locals say berserkers aren't normal. They've gone wild and roam among the animals on the island.
True. Let's keep going. I'm not normal either, by the way. As if you needed me to tell you that. Alright, let's see. Where is this? Let's go have a look at a different... yes.
This is going to be a long shift.
Yes, Skyrim's world design is really good. The level design, specifically, like, that you play through. Spectacular fun, in my opinion. Hello there. What do you know about this being a drive?
Looks like that all got cleared up. I didn't think Captain Carius was such a bad guy. I mean, he's the only one who actually seems to enjoy living on this island.
So much good writing and music doesn't get created anymore since the Blizzard Activision merger era. I think that we started getting bad or worse music and art out of Blizzard, specifically after the Wrath of the Lich King era. I'd say we kind of like Cataclysm is underrated as art. I don't like what it did to the world at all. Like, I think it damaged the game significantly. But like what they brought, what they attempted to do, it was pretty good. I just think that by Pandaria they had lost most of that really good music and art. Not all the art, obviously, but like some of the standout designs I just don't see as a Pandaria. And onward. Anyway, weapons being smuggled.
Okay, look, here's the deal. I overheard some of the soldiers talking about a place, the Gandrung Caverns. That's a bit northeast of the fort. Something about weapons being stashed there. I didn't want to know more than that. Maybe you should check that place out, but if you find them, you'll have to kill them, unless you can find some other arrangement.
The Pandaren Brewmaster in Warcraft 3 was actually pretty nice. He was an actual character in the epilogue campaign to Frozen Throne. I do not dislike Pandarans. I just think that, and I think people were overreacting to Kung Fu Panda. I do think that aspects of Pandaria were horribly managed, and that you can see around the time they were finishing up Diablo 3, you can see the intermingling of Diablo 3 and World of Warcraft's design elements in a bad way. I don't feel that Pandarans themselves were inherently bad. I just feel like they kind of ruined the game in other ways, more practical ways. It's kind of like the way people keep harping on Cyrodiil being a jungle, right? I don't have a problem with Cyrodiil not being a jungle. I have a problem with the lack of the Imperial Dragon Riders, airships, Imperial Navy, the countless religions of Cyrodiil, right? All of those, the loss of all of that is what I care about. I don't give a shit about it being a jungle or not. Same deal, like the Pandarans themselves, I'm okay with their inclusion, but they mechanically ruined a lot of WoW. And in terms of art, they ruined a lot of WoW. And, yeah, I don't give a shit about what a lot of people care about. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, people tend to latch on to just one aspect of this stuff, like a standout thing. And there is so much more wrong with these expansions and games that goes far beyond that one thing that people keep pointing out. Give me a sec, I gotta fix something. I have to close this window. Okay, that'll do it. Anyway. Weapons being smuggled. So. Great. It was the whatchamacallit. Yeah, it's the Gondering Caverns. They're northeast of the fort.
I've got nothing more to say.
Okay. He has nothing more to say. Yep. You think it's a problem that people latch on to a cultural problem when it's more of a market political problem? Usually, the main problems with these games are driven by the fact that these companies are publicly owned. And the people in charge are bean counters. They want to expand their audience. They want to make the number keep going up. When the number starts going down, they panic. And they start making changes. Or they start directing the creatives to make changes. Is what I'll say. But, said Money Tree, yes. Yeah, a lot of people misunderstand that, like, the chief reason why these companies are like producing corpo slop is because, well, they've like the need to make more money surpasses the artistic value that the product had. The artistic value is great when it causes the bar to go up, but the moment the bar stops going up, if you aren't growing, you're dying. That's how it is known. Okay. Wrestling started to suck when they went public. Yep. The things that made the game special is that they're niche. I found that the indie space has a lot of really cool stuff because the people making them are not, you know, being directed by, shareholders. I have to figure out where the hell I'm going. It's just, she just said, like, northeast, and I'm like, okay. It'd be like by the ocean, I think. I need to look at the fort again. Yeah, the fort's here, so I'm gonna try this section. I have no idea is the real answer. Hee hee ho ho. Okay. Let's see. That might be the caverns right there. This, like, barrow over here. People love to attack, cultural things. Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is that people don't like being powerless. People really, really, don't like being powerless. They like to be able to identify an enemy and be able to attack that enemy. And it's not a conscious, like, line of thought. It's just how people are wired. And so, you know, being told that the same people who are the people who are in charge are the problem, that isn't a solution. That's a grim reminder that your stuff, like, whatever has been enshittified is going to be enshittified forever. And nobody wants to come to terms with that. They want to find a scapegoat, something they can attack and defeat. And that way they can make their games great again. There's hope in that level of hostility. These are the caverns I need to go to. I think she'll teleport to me. Yeah. Alright. It should be Smurgle 01, yeah. 2006 coming back. Yeah. Anyway.
Ow!
Oh no! You have a flaming sword, and you killed that rat. Why? She just went, ah! Yeah, Smurgle 02, now that we're inside there. Alright. Anyway. Yeah. Here we go. We just got a lot of rats to kill. I'm gonna switch to my clockwork blade. There we go. Here we go. Kill the rats.
You're hardly a match for me.
Oh, shit. He's a member of the Imperial Legion? What if... Now, hear me out for a second. What if you were paralyzed?
Escape me that easily.
He resisted my magic. That is unfortunate. I was hoping we could, Oh, he had an axe of paralysis. He could have paralyzed me. Crazy. Now then. Well, I used to hang out in Irvine with Blizzard employees. So what happened was I got my start back in like Warcraft 1 and 2. It started around the same time. And what I ended up doing is I ended up hopping onto the Kali matchmaking service to like play Warcraft 2 online with other people. This was before people were good at RTS, okay? So basically back when people were bad at RTS, I stood a chance and I was able to play online and have a lot of fun. So what I ended up doing is I was spending I ended up kind of spending time on that matchmaking service, and through in-game chat we ended up kind of getting I ended up getting directed to an IRC channel where it turned out there were like a bunch of people who worked at Blizzard. And so I ended up hanging out down in Irvine, and what do you call it? Just ended up around the campus quite a bit. So I kind of departed around the Warcraft 3-ish era for a little bit, but came back when they started making noises about World of Warcraft. They put me into the Friends and Family beta. So that was before the, you know, the quote-unquote closed beta. So a lot changed, like how craft skills worked and stuff like that are completely different in the final release over how I played it. But what ended up happening is when World of Warcraft entered full release, I ended up hanging out in a guild with Blizzard employees, and because we were clearing raids, people were accusing us of cheating. And what ended up happening then is we were actively told not to cheat in any way, not to exploit. So if an exploit was found on like a boss in Molten Core, we in that guild were not allowed to exploit it because Blizzard was like watching us and getting like developer commentary or like feedback from us. So like we had to do everything 100% above board, legit, no exploits, even if like other guilds were exploiting. Anyway, because we were accomplishing things, it's funny because we on one side the community was accusing us of cheating, and then on the other side, we weren't allowed to like even do the smallest exploits. We had to do everything legit, and so it was hilarious the perception the community had of us versus what actually happened. Like people in our guild would get banned for like botting or whatever before anyone else because Blizzard was watching us. It was crazy. Anyway, the like I can tell you the point at which everything kind of fell apart. So around Wrath of the Lich King is when they started to compartmentalize the departments in Blizzard. Like originally, if you went to the campus, like everyone there was a gamer down to like the receptionist at the front desk, right? Like everyone played games. And when the big scandal came out that said, oh, they were playing games on the job instead of working, it was expected in early Blizzard that you would play games. Because you couldn't, if you didn't know how your player base was reacting to the game, then you weren't able to make the game right. That was the initial view. That obviously changed eventually, but people were encouraged to people at Blizzard were encouraged to actually play the game, test it out in the live environment, you know, figure out, like, get feedback from other people. The only change that I got put into the game, specifically, was being able to talk in World Defense chat if you were above a certain rank. If you got an officer rank that was high enough, you'd be able to chat in World Defense chat. That was the only change that I got into the game from my feedback. And it was like the whole honor system was overhauled in Wrath of the Lich King anyway, so it didn't happen, you know. My goodness, have you worked in game dev? Yes, but also to a very minor degree. I do not have credit under my own name. It's under an alias, and I'm not going to tell you anything about it because I would rather I'd rather keep those worlds separate. Anyway. So back to talking about Blizzard. Blizzard, again, around Wrath of the Lich King, started compartmentalizing their departments, right? And that meant that you used to be able to go anywhere in Blizzard, and just like go talk to another team, you know, cross-pollinate. But around Wrath of the Lich King, they started clamping down. They started saying, no, you can't go between different departments. And so that really stifled creativity because people used to hang out and talk all the time, you know? It maybe wasn't optimal work, but it encouraged creativity. And so around, like, what really ruined Blizzard completely is actually Hearthstone. Hearthstone's success, I said this on yesterday's stream, actually. Hearthstone's success told the Activision people that for less money, you could get more return. And that everything in Blizzard needed to be profit optimized because they could be making more money than they were. And that's what actually ruined Blizzard, because they started putting the screws to Blizzard in terms of profit optimization. People like Jeff Kaplan protected their teams, but it was a bad time. And it really irritates me when I see clips online of people, of a specific person touting his quote-unquote time with Blizzard for clout, because he was like a glorified security guard. He did nothing. And yeah, he's gained he has gained experience as a game developer since then, but he keeps going like, I worked with Blizzard, I know these people. Like, you knew like a couple people, and you didn't do shit. And it's really annoying to hear that guy talk. It's why I don't seek out his content. Is because I was there in Irvine. Yeah, that guy is a clout chaser. I'm just a dude who visited a lot. Okay, I didn't work there, but I know that dude is just a clout chaser who, like, he has a fake voice too. Yeah. I can't tell you about his voice. I can't tell you about his game dev experience. I can't tell, like, after, leaving Blizzard. I can't tell you anything about that. I can just tell you he's a clout chaser, and I don't like looking at anything he makes in terms of like videos and stuff, because I used to visit Blizzard all the time, and so what I know is, again, like, secondhand. I was there, I heard them talk, but yeah, it's really annoying to hear him like continually go, I worked at Blizzard, I know how these people work. Like, yeah, it's really irritating, because I was a frequent visitor, and he was much less than he purports himself to be. Anyway, let's see here. Again, I'm a nobody. I didn't work there myself. I was just a friend. So, like, all the people I knew don't even work for the company anymore. They're gone. Gone. And almost all of them were good people, by the way, except one. There was one dude who turned out to be a real asshole, but he was hiding it very well. And it's distressing to know after the fact. Like, when the big scandals hit, no, like, all the people I knew who worked at Blizzard were good people, except like one dude who hid it very well. Anyway, let's go. You always find it interesting to say, like, people say I worked at Blizzard, I knew people. Yeah. No, like, by the time the scandals hit, everyone I knew was gone. Like, by that point in time. Like, everyone else were the next wave of people. It's kind of crazy how time flies. But yeah, I haven't been in California, like, coming on a decade now. Getting pretty close. Oddly enough, people ask, like, they continually asked about my jackets and stuff, right? My jackets, my ties, stuff like that. When I lived in California, my job required me to dress up, right? So, for the better part of a decade, I haven't needed to dress up for work. I've just been cosplaying for live streams. So, when I start wearing like the maid outfit or the skirts or whatever, it's just the same to me. Like, it's just another costume. That's the truth of it. Ever since I left California, I haven't needed to dress up. All right, here we go. Huzzah, shard bolts. Spears versus long blades versus axes. Depends on what you're going to do is look at the racial list for Morrowind. You're going to want to look at like what race gets what bonus, and you're going to, like, if you want to use spears, be an Argonian. If you want to use swords, be a Redguard. You know, like, if you want to be, I think Nords get like a bonus to axes. Point is, like, look at the racial chart and pick your weapon. Racist weapon theory. I mean, that's the problem, is like, there is an objectively best weapon to start with for each race, you know? Like, I forget who gets short blades, but, you know, like, Bosmer for archers. And, it doesn't matter at the end. Like, you can take an orc and, sorry, not an orc, but you can take, like, an Altmer and make them into, like, a barbarian by the end. But, yeah. You said, isn't the bonus just, like, 5 to 10, or 10 to skill at best? Yes, and you have to understand that 30 skill means you can use the thing. Anything below 30 means the skill is practically unusable. Above 30, like 50% is when you're basically good at it. And then anything higher than 50% is you're going up against like higher enemies' defense skills to overcome them. But like on a baseline against like a rat in front of Satanin, 30 skill means it's usable. And so the 5 to 10 bonus to the skill is actually a big deal when you're just starting out. It's, like, again, I said it's more an early game problem. Yes. Yeah, low starting skills. The game is kind of game over from the get-go. Yeah, more or less. You can actually get around that. You can sell stuff in order to get training. And you can do that. If you have high enough agility, you can rock almost every weapon. Yes, but that's difficult to do as well. So, you know, depends on if you want to invest a birth sign into it. And even then, if your skill is below 30, you're going to have trouble, even with high agility. 30 really is the break point to make something usable. And if you manage to be very lucky, you know, with high agility, you can kind of ignore that. Do you love RPing as a weapons trader? Fair enough. Alright. But yeah, I have no claim to working at Blizzard. I just knew people. And I'd been there. I'd visited frequently. I used to hang out in Irvine, so... it just annoys me when I hear... It just annoys me when I hear people using it for clout. I talk about it because I relate to those times, and I feel betrayed. Well, hold on. I feel betrayed by the direction the company went in, but I understand why the company went in that direction. And my friends were all gone by the time it, you know, shit really hit the fan. So. Alright, let's see here. Another axe of paralysis. Yeah. Whoop. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Die, scoundrel.
Hey.
Will die. Kill them quickly.
Illusion. Because money, yes. But I also came to a realization, and that is because I like so many different types of games, I have access to a gigantic library where I can enjoy games that, you know, already exist. So if a new game never came out that I liked, I would still have enough games to play for the rest of my life that I would enjoy. And that is the moment where I just went, no, I don't think I will buy that new thing. I can no longer relate to people who are bored because I enjoy talking, obviously, you know? And I enjoy replaying games. And I have too many games. I cannot complete them all in the amount of time I'm given. So when people say that they are bored, I guess they're just not feeling like playing the games they have, which is a concept, like it's a state that I cannot relate to personally. Because I always feel like playing something. Sometimes I feel like playing something different. It's why you'll suddenly see me playing Doom, which is the original Doom, the ultimate Doom, I should say, is my comfort game. Along with, if I want a Diablo-like, my comfort game is Torchlight. If I want, like, just, like, a chill game, it's Stardew Valley. But those three are my comfort games, basically. Doom, Torchlight, and Stardew Valley. And, like, I will occasionally, like, dip into those. Have I seen the new Doom? No. I watched someone play a little bit of it, but I just looked at it and I went, you know what? Like, I'm gonna wait for them to either take De Nouveau out of it, or at the very least, I'm gonna play Doom Eternal's DLCs, which I've never played. I enjoyed Doom Eternal, but I've never played the I've never played the DLCs. So I've basically committed to this idea where I'm not going to touch the new Doom until I have actually played the DLCs first. And that is, I basically will not buy it until I've quote unquote caught up. And that helps.
You're not even trying.
I'm paralyzed.
You're not even trying.
Please spare my life.
Spare my life. We got them. They're all dead. That is a silver staff of paralysis. Okay. Let's open this up. And then there's new old stuff. Like, yeah, the massive Morrowind expansions. Exactly. Let me see here. Oh, cool. Okay. The wife just said dinner is cooking, so I may end up. I'm not sure how I'll approach this. I may. I'm gonna go talk to her, and I may continue streaming, or I may hop off. It just depends. But we'll see in a few minutes. Let me see. What am I having? What do you call it? Spaghetti and meatballs, but like it's with a special cheese sauce, and the meatballs have like herbs cooked into them. So it's a different kind of spaghetti and meatballs. Yeah. Let me see here. Yep. Oh. Oh. This is Stalrim. I'm not allowed to open that, actually. Yeah. I need to get the pickaxe for it. I'm not allowed to just loot it like that. I need to get another one. Here we go. Nordic mail. Shard bolts. Hammers. Okay. I played the new... I played Dusk, yes. It's funny, John Romero actually kind of had a chat with the developers of Project Warlock 2. And I played and enjoyed Project Warlock. The developer actually hopped into my stream at one point. The medieval is good, yes. Honestly, if I had to pick... Why can't you access Storm like that? Because it's a mod that's giving me access to it. And I said no. Yeah. Bee noises. Anyway. Yeah. My, I still remember when I played Ultra Kill. That was a lot of fun. I need to play more of it. If I had to pick... Wait, what happened? I returned. The fort has been attacked in my absence. The smugglers... Oh god, yeah, the fort has been attacked. Crazy. But yeah.
What the? Someone attacked the fort while we were gone. We've got to find the captain right now.
Yeah, we gotta find Captain. I was gonna say, 2 games I want to finish. I want to play more Ultra Kill, specifically the secret levels. And I want to play more Celeste and do, like, the side B stuff. That's what I really want to do. Like, Legend of Grimrock. I've only played the original Legend of Grimrock, not the sequel. Unfortunately.
Greetings. What shall we talk about?
And disable this guy. Oh. There we go. Then we're going to enable him again after my follower has passed. There we go. Good. Oh no. Gotta go up all the way. He's not here. Where could he have gone? I cannot pickpocket this stuff with her watching me. She will report me. Okay, so he's not here. But yeah.
Keep moving.
Keep moving. Disable. We gotta find the captain.
Greetings. What shall we talk
about? Okay. Where could he be hiding?
How can I help you?
Is he out here, maybe? Okay. I just gotta go talk to a guard, I think. Hello?
The fort! The creatures! It's horrible! And the captain, I haven't seen him. Find Lucius.
Find Lucius. Are you Lucius? No. Who's a Lucius?
Thank the gods you've returned. There was a terrible battle. And Captain Carius, someone must find the captain.
Got it. Here we go. Find Lucius. Now. Yeah, so those are games that I know I'm not going to finish soon. Like, I'm not going to revisit too soon, but I really do want to. Are both Celeste and, Ultra Kill. I'd like to finish both of those. The Fallout 76 stream was fun to watch. I'm going to be continuing Fallout 76 probably later tonight. I just wanted to, I guess here's the good spot, because I need to go to dinner. Like, you know, the wife made dinner, and I'm going to probably get some stuff set up. So I think this is a good spot for it. I'm just going to call this, talk to man. There we go, which is what we got to do. We got to talk to man. So next time I sit down to play Morrowind, I'm going to do this. But I'm going to go to dinner and probably come back And I'll be continuing Fallout 76 because I would like to get some of that done as soon as possible. So, yeah, it's a case of, you know, a little later on, expect a stream. But for now, have a good one.